This video is for educational purposes only. All testing is done in a controlled home lab environment. Do not use these tools on any systems you do not own or have permission to test. flipperzero. In the last two videos, we explored what it can do, how to use it, and why it's become such a hot topic in the cybersecurity realm. But I haven't answered the question yet. Is flipperzero actually worth the price? And should I buy one? In this video, we're going to be tackling that. In this video, I'll show you a few more tools that you can add to your flipperzero, and I'll be answering that question, is the flipperzero worth it? So let's start off with a few new tools I found that you can add to your flipperzero library. Fast.js is a lightweight app that lets you pre-save and quickly run your favorite JavaScripts. Once you select your favorite script, it becomes your default. So the next time you launch Fast.js, that script automatically runs. No digging through folders, no delays, just quick execution when you need it. Ever wondered if you could turn your flipperzero into a USB flash drive? With the USB mass storage emulator app, you can now do that. With this app, you're able to set aside 64 megabytes of your SD card purely just for storage. When plugged into the computer, it shows up as an everyday flash drive. Store documents, copy files, it's up to you. I like it. It's clever and practical at the same time. Finally, the Password Manager app. It's simple and easy to use, and it's a fun and simple way to keep that important information close to you. So while playing around with the flipperzero, I discovered the Unleashed firmware. The only other custom firmware I've used is the Momentum firmware, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of prefer Unleashed more so over Momentum. Technically speaking, Momentum firmware is the better firmware. It lets you customize your layouts, menus, so much more. It provides improved error messages, so it makes troubleshooting 10 times easier. Now, Unleashed doesn't have those options, and feel free to correct me down in the comments, but in my opinion, Unleash has a lot more GPIO based apps that you can use. It removes those sub-gigahertz restrictions, it supports rolling codes, and includes a wide variety of community plugins. Like I said, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but in my opinion, that's what I'm getting with the Unleashed firmware. Bottom line, they're both really good firmwares. I'm pretty sure they both have their pros and their cons when you ask anyone else. My recommendation, download them both, play around with it, and see which one best suits your needs. So, should you get one? It's very beginner friendly if you're just now getting into cybersecurity, pen testing, other hacking tools. This is a great place to start, and I definitely recommend it for a beginner. At the time of this video, it's currently running at $199 before tax and shipping. If you're wanting to get the Wi-Fi dev board, which I definitely recommend, that's gonna run you, I've seen it from $27 to $38. So rounding up, you're looking at maybe a $230 investment. And take that $230 price range to heart, because if you're not getting the Wi-Fi dev board, you're essentially missing out on a large percentage of what the flipperzero can actually do. Now, just looking at the flipperzero alone, is $199 worth it? In my opinion, that's a bit steep. Is it a cool device? Yes. Can you do a lot with it? Yes. So I went on Reddit and asked pen testers if this is a tool that they've used, and a lot of them said no, not really. One guy said he's used it one time and that was it. It's more of a hobbyist tool, which there's nothing wrong with that, but they've said they rarely used it on a professional basis. From a hobbyist standpoint, me personally, I do enjoy it. There's a lot you can do with it. It's great for just tinkering around, or if you're trying to learn some new skills. But for real world work, I would recommend maybe a Wi-Fi Pineapple or an Alphi Wi-Fi antenna with Kali Linux. That's just my personal opinion. Down in the comments, feel free to share what you think. The novelty does fade after a while, considering legally you can only test the flipperzero on devices that you own. However, experimenting with custom firmware and experimenting with different apps does rekindle that spark. Don't expect to be James Bond overnight. It is a great learning tool, but at the end of the day, it is just that. It's a learning tool. So would I recommend it? Kinda. If you're curious, tech savvy, starting out in cybersecurity, go for it. If you can, wait for it to go on sale. That goes the same for the Wi-Fi dev board as well. Like I said, if you're not getting that Wi-Fi dev board, you're essentially missing out. Overall, I give it a 5 out of 10. It's not amazing, but it's not terrible either. It's not a must-have, but it's definitely fun. It's a great educational gadget to have in your arsenal when you're trying to learn new skills. Down in the comments, let me know if you have one. Are you thinking about getting one? If you do have one, how do you like it? And like always, thanks for sticking with me, and I'll see you on the next one.